Now then, folks, how we doing? It's James JT at the movies, and I'm back for day 10 of my 30-day film challenge that I've been doing. And today, the challenge is to watch a film that's also a really great book. So I went for one that I've not read in a really long time. I read this when I was in college, but I've seen the film 3 or 4 times, including the viewing that I watched today. Finished work and popped this on Prime. I know, again, streaming, when I'm a physical media collector, I've got to be part of the solution, not part of the problem. all joking aside, I watched Fight Club, and the first rule about Fight Club is that you're not allowed to talk about Fight Club. Okay, joking aside, I adore this film. It's made by my favourite filmmaker, and that is David Fincher. It's expertly acted by Edward Norton, Brad Pitt and Helena Bonham Carter, and then you've got obviously supports in there from the likes of Meat Loaf and Jared Leto. And the story is that of the narrator, who is feeling incredibly, how would you put it, down on his luck and just completely lost in life, and he starts going to groups for people coping with, like, you know, testicular cancer and blood parasites and all these sort of support groups for people that have got all sorts of ailments and problems and whatever else. And he goes and pretends to have all these things to sort of fit in, and it helps for a while, sort of curing his his insomnia that's caused by all his mental health problems. He then meets Tyler Durden, who's played by Brad Pitt. So Edward Norton plays the narrator, if anybody didn't know, and they sort of embark on this journey together, sort of bringing out the best and worst in each other. And along the way, they meet Marla Singer, played by Helena Bonham Carter, and she sort of enters into this sort of love triangle between the three of them, I suppose, is the way you would put it, sort of mildly, without sort of getting right into the nitty-gritty of the plot. And then it just sort of builds and builds and builds from there as the narrator, Edward Norton, descends into madness and sort of, you know, gets deeper and deeper into Tyler's world. And then when he tries to escape, he realises that he's in too deep. And it's just fantastic. And this film has a really great thing about it, that every time you watch it, you pick up on something new. And the first time, you watch it, you're like, wow, that's a great film. But then the second time you watch it, you see references to things that are going to be revealed and things that are coming. And then it's the same with every subsequent viewing. Like I say, today was probably, I think, the 4th time that I've seen this film. And I was sort of sat at the screen doing almost the Leo DiCaprio meme from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. It's that, and doing that sort of thing. And I have a really, really great time with this film whenever I watch it. Like I said, the acting is superb, and the two gents leading it just play off each other beautifully. Helena Bonham Carter is wonderfully sort of deranged and vulnerable and, sort of cool and calculated and all sorts of things, in a really layered performance in this. I don't know whether she won any awards for it or not, but she certainly should have been in some contention for them, if not. And probably the same for Brad Pitt and Edward Norton as well. Fincher directs it beautifully, and you know that you're watching a David Fincher film. It's got that sort of grimy sort of look to it that stuff like Seven and The Game has, and Panic Room, and it's just all cleverly and beautifully shot. And if you don't know what's coming, like obviously the first time I watched it, and the first time any of us watch it, it keeps you on your toes, and it's really good when a film can do that. I adore this film, and I don't think there's anything new that I can bring to the conversation about it, other than to say that I thoroughly enjoyed it again, as I always have done. And if you've not seen it by some miracle, I don't think I've given any spoilers here to how it all ends up playing out, so definitely go and check it out. It's on Amazon Prime, readily available on Blu-ray and DVD. Get it watched. It's a great time. If you've enjoyed the video, as always, drop it a thumbs up. Leave me your comments down below, being mindful of spoilers, I suppose, for Fight Club, in case anybody hasn't seen it. And if you are coming across me for the first time with this video, hello and nice to meet you. And if you really liked what you've seen today, please think about subscribing to the channel. It would mean a lot to me, and of course it would help my channel to grow as well. And I will see you tomorrow for day 11. I can no longer count on my hands the days for you folks, but I'm going to take a risk with tomorrow's category, and you'll see what I mean when the vlog comes out. But I'm going to take a little bit of a risk, and I hope you enjoy it. But bye for now.